learn to live better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm pleased to be here because I have an opportunity to share an observation and an idea that I've been analyzing for several years really. And it's about, let me start by pointing out like kind of the conclusion that somebody else said, but it made sense to me. There's a brilliant mind nowadays, Stephen Hawking. I don't know if you probably recognize the guy who's in a wheelchair. He doesn't move, but he only thinks. And he said, the enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, but the illusion of knowledge. Which means, if you know yet you don't know something, well, you have the chance to learn about it, and become curious about it. But if you believe that you know about something and you don't know it, you will never have a chance to learn. You will never be interested in learning because you already have a preconception of what it's all about, and that is the illusion of knowledge. So my 3 points that I want to follow in the theoretical organization of my speech is first to notice that everything that we do in life, we learn how to do it. Okay? From the early age that we start, crying to call attention to a mother, to walking, to learning the language, and all the other things that we learn to act and do in life. So it's very interesting that everything has to be learned. You cannot do something unless you know how to do it. That's why. The other point that I went was the first one. The second point is that in these days, almost everything you can imagine that you want to know, there is a place, an academy, a school, an organization, some kind of institution, some books that will teach you about what you want to know. Really, you can, about anything. Think about something you do in your life, something you would like to do, and you want to become a pilot, there's a pilot school. You want to become a hairdresser, there's a hairdressing school. You want to become a marathon champion, there's training for athletes to become champions. So when I look at you guys, I'm always really amazed and fascinated because each one of us, each one of you has a very unique life. You live in a place that I have no idea exists. You have a family and you share with people that are completely out of my reality. They don't exist for me. The same with you. I don't know what you do, but whatever you do, I have no conception in my reality of what you do. Right? But we all have something in common that I know is true. We all live life. And that's my third point. There's nowhere where you can actually learn how to live a better life or how to live life. Life is left like, trial and error. We just go through life coping and hoping that something, it's going to be good. And every day we got surprises, something that happened that we didn't expect, good or bad. Trial and error. It's kind of amazing, really, that we go every day, hoping to something that we are not very clear. And not only that, hairdresser is, it's like maybe a few hours a day activity. If you're a writer, you write a few hours a day. But the activity of living is 24/7, unavoidable, no vacations. And it seems like nowhere we can learn how to do it. point that I want to make you, I want to express to you, and I hope you become interested in knowing what I'm really talking about, is that we can learn how to live better. How to live life is a noble and teachable science, to say it that way, but knowledge. Okay? There are some things that life, because life itself is, is part of the beautiful structure of the cosmos, of the universe, has order, has a purpose, has a sequence, has an order, and I love that because life has an order, has some laws that has to be learned. We can learn it and we must learn because we can master the art of living. Instead of just going here and there and trying to figure out what I'm doing, and we start understanding, where all these things that every day happen to us, these circumstances, events, conditions, where do they come from? Where do those things that I experience in my life come from? When tomorrow something's going to happen in my life, I have no idea right now. Where did that come from? What is the experience I had? So is there any order there? Is there any way to kind of handle what's going to happen, or going to happen, or happening? Yes, there is. There is. And there should be a school of living, where you go there, you study for a few years, and you know what you're going to do in life. And they just enjoy it and have what I call a beautiful life. Just a life that is exactly suited for you, for your own personal characteristics and desires. And that is my conclusion of my message. Yes, life can be understood, and if you are really interested, continue listening to my speech, because the next one will be going into that topic. Thank you very much for everybody.